A member of the House of Representatives representing Abeokuta North, Obafemi-Owode, Odeda Federal constituency of Ogun State, Honorable Olumide Osoba, has assured Nigerians that the President Bola Tinubu-led federal government is working round the clock to alleviate hardship being faced by Nigerians occasioned by food shortage. Osoba, who gave the assurance at a food support program for members of his constituency, noted that the federal government is aware of the current food crisis in the country, stressing that it would spare no efforts to eradicate hunger in the land. The government is aware that these are tough times and will leave no stone unturned to roll out programs that could help to alleviate the suffering and take care of the people's well-being. He said the federal government and the National Assembly will continue to initiate interventions to ensure that no family in Nigeria goes hungry. According to him, their comprehensive food support program is aimed at alleviating food insecurity and economic hardship in his constituency. The initiative, tagged Community Food Support, has seen the distribution of 1,000 bags of rice to vulnerable households across 38 wards in the constituency. The distribution exercise, which commenced that weekend, has been widely praised by residents and community leaders. You know, when he was talking about food security and the steps that the federal government would take, we were trying to see the steps, and then we saw that bags of rice have been distributed to 38 wards in that community, and then the people, according to reports, have applauded it. But let's get your thoughts on that.
Albert Einstein is a renowned scientist in the world, but he gave a definition of insanity, and we have a lot to learn from that definition. He said doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a new result is insanity, because your previous approach did not give you a different result and you're repeating it. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a new result. You will continue to have that result based on what you put in, right? And now we talk about alleviating poverty, as the member of the House of Representatives is saying, and then the approach to alleviate poverty is distributing rice. That shows that there's something fundamentally wrong with the way some of our leaders are thinking. That you give a man a bag of rice, you've not alleviated poverty. And where did they even get this theory? Or I don't know, where did they get this from? That when you give somebody rice, you're alleviating his poverty. How does rice distribution how does it lead to poverty alleviation? I think they should show me the research and the data and the statistic that by distributing rice to people, you alleviate them from poverty, or you take them out of poverty, or you have lifted them from the class of hungry people. That's a wrong approach. It's not working. It's not working because we have seen it for a lot of times. We've seen it. It's not working. Just giving people rice. And why is it rice? Among all the foodstuffs, why is it rice? Why are they so particular? Why are they so specific? Why are they so attached to rice? What is it about rice and poverty? No, I don't know if it could be a research topic.
Maybe it's widely accepted. That's why they cook it in occasions, because it seems like everybody eats.
So when you give people rice, you have taken them out of poverty. Among all the foods that we have, it is rice. They are so particular with rice. I think it should be a research. Maybe I will do a research on it. What is the connection between rice and poverty alleviation in Nigeria? And why is it that our politicians and our leaders are so specific with rice distribution? The question is this. The truth of the matter is that if we want to alleviate poverty, we should build a system that will make small businesses to thrive. Number one, you don't need to distribute rice to people to take them out of poverty. Give a man rice today. Will you give him rice tomorrow? Will you give him rice next week?
How does he even prepare the rice?
Okay, that's a good question. You're giving him rice to cook with what? He can't afford to buy gas, because gas is expensive.
Come on.
He can't afford to buy the ingredients to prepare the rice. He can't even afford to go to the market, because he cannot transport himself from his house to the market. And when he gets to the market, let's say he treks to the market, he can't afford to buy the Pepper, for example,
so
pepper is even very
what
expensive.
should we be looking at if we're talking about hunger, taking away hunger? What should we really be looking at?
We should stop distributing rice to people. It's an insult to the Nigerian citizen that you give him rice and you tell him you're taking him out of poverty. It's a rice poverty. It is deepening poverty. What we need is these are leaders that are occupying these various offices in the House of Representatives, National Assembly, governors, president. What we need is bold leadership. Number one, make energy affordable for the people. See, Nigerians are not lazy people. Many Nigerians, they are not lazy. Go on the street, walk on the street, see young people hawking, selling. People are selling sachet water. People are selling bottled water. People are walking. These people, are they lazy? Are they lazy people that need you to give them a cup of rice? Are they lazy people that need them to give them a custard of rice? Create opportunities for people. Do they share rice to people on the streets in London, where they go for vacation? Do they share rice to people on the streets in Washington? Yes, they have food support program for the poor, but it is not a poverty alleviation policy that you should give people rice. Make energy affordable. People should have affordable gas. Families should have affordable energy so that they can cut down on deforestation. Most of our trees, we are losing it because poverty is driving people into deforestation. Poverty is driving people into destroying our environmental, our habitat, our mangroves, all the resources we have. We are depleting it. They are exposing ourselves to environmental hazard. And we look at the impact of climate change because of poverty. So when we have affordable energy that people can afford, we are going to reduce poverty. When we have security for people, for the market woman, for the farmer who goes to his farm to harvest his yams and his cassava so that he can produce more. When we have security, we have more food production. When we have the machinery for farmers, tractors, provide these things for the farmers. Provide the technology, right? Train our young people in technology. Empower them with technology. They don't need you to give them rice. Look at so many young people that are doing well today, even without government support. With their phones, they are doing well. Many of them are into tech. Many of them are building software. Many of them are doing a lot in the tech space. They just need the empowerment. And they are earning in dollars. They are earning in foreign currency. Do they need you? Are they waiting for you to give them rice? For goodness sake, do you give your children rice every day in your house? So it's an indictment. When I say a politician or a leader who is distributing rice, it's either he's bankrupt of ideas, he has run out of ideas, or he's living in self-denial, or he doesn't even have any idea.
To even imagine how much of that product gets to the people is another funny case. We've heard cases of people who received 2 cups of the rice. You see, we hear that 1,000 bags were distributed, but when it gets to the people, you start hearing cases of, oh, it was 1 pint for the leader of the community, but for we and the others, we had to get cups of rice. And that is very pathetic, and like you said, most Nigerians have called it an insult to the Nigerian community. Let's look at the next story now.